Picture this: two people, same starting point, same $10,000, same 20 years. Person one does the responsible thing, puts it in a savings account, never touches it, never panics, never takes a single risk. Person two takes that same $10,000 and invests it, rides out the dips, doesn't touch it either. 20 years later, person one has $12,200. Person two has $67,000. Same money, same time. A $54,800 gap between two people who both did the safe thing in their own mind. Here's what nobody shows you clearly. That gap isn't about luck or timing or picking the right stock. It comes down to one decision made on day one. And today, we're breaking down exactly why that decision creates a $67,000 difference and how to make sure you're person two. My name is Jack. If you've ever wondered whether your savings account is actually helping you or quietly holding you back, stick around because the math in this video might change how you think about money completely. Part 1. Why this feels confusing. Let's start with something that trips almost everyone up. Saving and investing both feel like doing the right thing with your money. Both involve not spending it. Both feel responsible. So why is the outcome so different? Here's the part nobody explains simply. Saving and investing aren't two versions of the same thing. They're two completely different jobs. Savings protect your money. Investments grow your money. One is a safe, insulated with almost no risk. The other accepts risk in exchange for growth. The problem is nobody tells you this distinction clearly, so most people assume saving more is the same strategy as building wealth. It isn't. You can be an excellent saver your entire life and still never build real wealth simply because saving was never designed to do that job. Part 2. The actual math. Now let's look at exactly where that $67,000 comes from, because the number only makes sense once you see the mechanism behind it. Imagine $10,000 sitting in a savings account earning 1% interest, a realistic rate for a standard account. After 1 year, you have $10,100. After 20 years, using compound interest, you'd have roughly $12,200. Now take that same $10,000 and invest it. Historically, the S&P 500 has returned close to 10% annually over long periods. At that rate, after 1 year, you'd have $11,000. After 20 years, roughly $67,000. Same starting amount, same time frame. The only difference is the rate your money was allowed to grow at. And here's the part that surprises people most. The gap doesn't grow in a straight line, it accelerates. In year 1, the difference between the two accounts is only $900. By year 10, it's already over $14,000. By year 20, it's nearly $55,000. Compounding doesn't just add up, it multiplies on itself, which means the real cost of staying only in savings isn't visible early on. It hides for years before it becomes obvious. Part 3. Why people still choose savings anyway. If the math is this clear, why does almost everyone still keep the bulk of their money in savings for years longer than they should? Here's the honest answer. It's not a math problem, it's a psychology problem. Savings accounts feel safe because the number never drops. You can check it any day and it's the same or slightly higher. Investments, on the other hand, move. Some months up, some months down. That volatility feels like risk, even when, historically, long-term investing has been the more reliable path to real wealth, not less. This creates a strange trap. The option that feels safest in the moment is often the one costing you the most over time, while the option that feels riskier in the moment has historically been the one that actually builds wealth. Part 4. How to actually do this right. This doesn't mean throw all your savings into investments tomorrow. It means understanding the specific role each one should play. Step 1. Keep 3 to 6 months of expenses in savings and stop there. This is your protection layer. It's not meant to grow. It's meant to be there instantly if something goes wrong. Step 2. Treat everything beyond that emergency fund as growth money. Once your safety net is full, money sitting in savings beyond that point isn't being protected. It's being wasted, quietly losing value to inflation while doing nothing. Step 3. Start small and stay consistent. You don't need $10,000 to start. Many platforms let you begin with $50 or $100. The amount matters far less than starting the habit early, because time in the market is what actually creates that compounding gap. Step 4. Choose simple, long-term investments first. Index funds, which simply track the overall market rather than betting on individual companies, have historically outperformed most complicated strategies while requiring far less effort or expertise. So here's the real takeaway. Saving isn't wrong. It's just incomplete. It's the foundation, not the finish line. The $67,000 difference in this video isn't about one person being smarter than the other. It's about one person understanding that savings and investing have two different jobs and giving each one the role it's actually built for. The earlier you make that split, the more time compounding has to work in your favor. And that gap we started with, $54,800 between two people with the exact same starting point, that's not luck. That's just what happens when you let your money do the job it was built for. So here's my question for you. Right now, is your money mostly protected or is it mostly growing? Let me know in the comments. I want to know where most of you are starting from. If this made the difference between saving and investing, finally hit subscribe, because next week we're breaking down exactly how to take your first step from one to the other.